problems is we've got too many Barney Fifes and not enough Andy Taylors to kind of use the parallel to the Andy Griffith show, where we're not, the police officers are not being incorporated enough into dealing with how to handle situations. They're not getting that training. But on the flip side is, like, there needs to be much more of a community outreach with the police as well. I mean, for every one video you see the police playing basketball with a little kid in the neighborhood, there's 10 videos of some kind of police brutality. You know what I'm saying? So what are some of your thoughts on that? Or do you?
Yeah, I can give you some of my more or less uninformed thoughts of the police, because I haven't studied that extensively. But I think just based on observation, I think it's too easy to become a police officer. I don't think the training is like, I was looking into it. I was like, it's way more difficult to become a park ranger. You have to go to school. You have to study like forestry for like 4 years and like do some kind of like internship in the park service. And then it takes like 8 years to become like a park ranger. And I think
is that when you get the hat? Is that when they give you the hat after the 8 years?
This hat is from the San Diego Padres.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But this hat is a sports team hat, but
go Padres.
Well, it's a tough franchise to support because they haven't won very much. Yeah. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But in terms of, I think we also ask the police to do way too much. They're doing a lot of stuff that they're just not prepared to do. And I also, this is probably slightly controversial, I don't think on an individual level the police are paid enough. I think if you look at aggregate police pay, like they're like, oh, it's such a big budget, blah blah blah. But I don't think like the right people are being incentivized to enter the police force, because it's such a difficult job, and everybody just kind of everybody wants to work at like Google, or like they want to go into Wall Street, and they're in, because that's where all the money is. It's like, no, those are our jobs are so much easier than being a police officer who's like constantly putting in a dangerous position all the time. So it's like, I do have a little bit of sympathy there, but I do agree with you that, for every one good video that you see, there's 10 bad ones. So I think it's much more of like, hey, we got to think about, once again, like the role of police in society and how much do we value? Similar as teachers, right? Teachers, I think, are very important. They pay nothing. So how do we like correct for when the market is mispricing the jobs, right? It's like, oh, mothers are paid zero. Well, they provide a lot of value to society, but the market value for a mother is zero because they don't make any money. And so similar, the market, I think, is incorrectly valuing these jobs. And then it's like, do we want to do anything to fix that? Or do we just want to let this, play out and let the market decide, which is a lot of people's ideas. Like, oh, the market can decide everything, except I don't think that's, in terms of my studying of business and the outcomes of those decisions, I do not believe that to be true.
Always remember, you are not alone. Catch full episodes every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.